Sagittarius, how you getting on? So, I thought I would do your reading from now until the end of June. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from now to the end of June. The Ten of Wands. Oh my God, Steve, I can't even see where I'm going. So, I got a feeling that something might have ended at work, maybe, or where work is extremely stressful at the moment. That you've got a destination of where it is that you want to go, and it could be traveling, that you know that you really want to, or a project that you want to work on, but at the moment you're just really like trying to finish a project, and that you're not really sure on that. It's kind of just starting, but something is also ending as well. It's kind of like you may have come out of a relationship. I think something's the matter with my camera. It seems foggy, but something like a relationship may have ended here, and now it's like I'm like single, but I'm still in a direction. Not single, but like something karmic has ended, but it's still beginning. It's kind of like an unsurety feeling, like I'm really unsurety, security. Like security at the moment seems like I'm not sure if I'm like financially secure or secure within the place that I'm at, the building that I'm at, the working residence of where I'm at. May not be quite secure yet. Now, some of you, this could be a caring security place that you work in. Some of you, it could be a security place that you work as somebody. But there's something that's not quite secure yet, that you've not quite locked into place, that you really want to go to, or you want to continue to work on, but you're really not sure on whether to stay or go. You're kind of like, is this ended or is this not ended? Okay, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from now until the end of June. Something's wrong with my camera. I'm sure the colour is kind of affected for some reason. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. So I only take the ones that are up. So there you go. I'm not really sure. Sandy shores. So you might be wanting to travel. I'm picking up in the background, travel across sea or something, but you're not sure on what sandy shore to go and visit. Sorry, because I'm looking at the sand on both of these cards at the bottom. Like, you want to go abroad maybe, or you want to travel, but you're really not sure on who to travel with, or where. If you've got options, you're really not sure on. I keep picking up on shore, as in like, what seashore shall I go and visit? What project shall I work on? Because it's kind of soulmate energy also, because it's obviously like 8 and 2 really, and it also kind of relates to a 10. It's kind of like, because it's 8 and then 2 and this being 10, it's kind of like something's ended for something to begin, but you're not 100% sure on whether it's ended or began yet. It's kind of like I'm trying to work with my temper of knowing a lesson could have been around. Like, I could be like, maybe someone, this could be you or them, but someone could be like understanding a lesson, because it's 10, about balancing out my temper and my aggression of steaming forward. So it might be Taurus might be involved. Like, I'm kind of picking up like a bull in a china shop. That's the only reason why I've said it. It's kind of a feeling of what I'm picking up. It's like I'm really trying to balance out my energy, but I'm really trying to understand about like being overreactive, maybe. Overreactive. But we'll see as we carry on. But it could also be to do with, like I'm saying, travelling. But you know that when if you leave, so you can relate this to what you like. If you leave, you know that you have something that you have to leave behind. So it's like, if I'm going abroad, I know that I have family at home and that I have obligations. That's it, thank you. Obligations here that I really have to deal with first before I make this decision. Because on one hand, I really want to leave it behind, but on the other hand, I really need to temper things out first in order to understand about my like I'm kind of picking up explosive, and this can be you or the other people, but it seems like let's see. Tell me more about Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Yeah, so travelling. It is something to do with travelling, but it's also, this card also means to me points of growth of like coming from something that's very karmic into something that's more calm. So I'm picking up, it's like probably understanding a lesson, maybe about yourselves, that life is a struggle, but trying to understand about it. Kind of picked up on like be all and end all. The be all and end all is probably not all what it is set out to be at the moment. Like, well, if it's to be, it's to be. On one hand, where I am, it just seems like I'm just paying bills just from day to day, and I'm just literally trying to keep up with payments in order to keep this project or this house running. But I'm kind of like really want to find a new place of residency or a new project or even a new person. But I'm really not picking it up on a person at the moment. It's like I can feel your energy, but I can't feel anybody else's. It's kind of like I'm treading ground, like I'm treading ground, trying to feel out energy first and I'm really picking up this as and I don't normally, but like a personal lesson. Yeah, like a personal lesson. So please don't take this as, if it's resonating with you, it is, but it's kind of like I'm understanding a lot of things about myself, of how I actually communicate with people. And I'm trying to find a balance between struggling, but actually also trying to find something or somebody that's more relaxed feeling and not so choppy. Because I have children and I want to take them abroad. It's like I want to take my children abroad with me, but there might be like I'm picking up on like 2 places of residency for some people. I want to take them with me, but at the moment there is something that I'm waiting for to end before it can begin. Something needs to end before it can begin, and it has ended, but it seems to still be in your energy field of where it's extremely heavy to think, okay, well, if I leave it behind, is it still going to be there when I get back? So if it's like a project or a work project or work, you're kind of wondering, well, if I go in this direction, is this still going to be here when I get back? So if you're relating it to your love relationship, it might be that you want to go to someone or something more karmic, but calmer, but it's still heavy. So if it's relating to like, I want to travel, but the job that I'm in at the moment persists to be the same, but is it really still going to be there when I get back? So if it's a project, I've just started a project and I'm getting there, but that's why it's so heavy, because it's just started and I'm literally still trying to build it, because I'm understanding things about karma, meaning 10, that in order for things to build, I have to let things go in order to create and co-create. So in order for me to co-create, I have to understand about letting things go that could be a heavy burden. That can be like fear, or it can be like travel, or people in your environment of also like 10, of where like working and like just general, like it's ending, but it's still there. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, from now until the end of June. So, but I'm really hot and I can't put my fan on. I can't put my fan on because it keeps blowing the cards, and I think it affects the cards. So, yeah, you'll have to excuse me at the moment, Sag. But I hope you're all right. Sorry, but I'm going to have to take 2 cards. So there you go, travel. And I do pick this up as your own card, Sagittarius, because of being optimism and the black cat of being the occult, and it being like a mutable sign of optimism. But it can generally mean male or female in a general reading. It can also mean any fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So if you don't have any of these in your chart, you actually want, but you're wanting to travel abroad to actually see your king or queen. It's also like a spiritual journey of a path also, because the soul seems like my soul is heavy, my heart is heavy. My heart is heavy, and I need to go in this direction in order to find myself again, meaning like Sagittarian, I need to find myself again in this project. I need to put passion, thank you, I need to put passion back into this relationship. But I need to put the passion back in myself to find my spark again, what I'm good at. And what I'm good at, we will find out on the next episode of the 7 o'clock news. No, I wouldn't leave you that way. I just heard. I wouldn't leave you that way. Like in suspense. It's like I'm being left in suspense of where I fucking don't know which direction to really take yet. But I have an idea. But it's still like a waiting. Now, 1. I picked up the wand here, but I just realised 1 and, well, 10 and 2. But 3. So, still waiting. You're really, really wanting to go. And you know that you're going. And you know that you should go. But it's kind of like, should I stay or should I go? I'm kind of picking up on Taurian energy a little bit. But it's also like travelling. It's like, well, if I travel to this place, I need to find optimism that things are going to work out if I decide that I'm going to go. If it's to do with the project, it's still kind of the same. It's kind of like to build this project from the ground up again. I have children that are accountable and I'm accountable. So I need to balance my account more wisely first before I make decisions, because I'm also understanding a lesson about being more optimistic and responsible and being reliant. I do apologise if that's not for you, and it's not. Trust me, we all need to learn independence, right? You've got 2 2s, which is like, well, on one hand, I really need to make sure that this project works and that it's stable enough for me to have when I come back, and that there's enough money in order in it for me to actually balance myself back out when I get back. So things really need to be in order so I can travel. But then you've got the 2 of Wands, which is like more of a decision about love, I'm thinking. It's like, it's also wanting to travel, but it's like, I need to stay optimistic about this because I'm really not made my mind up what's going to happen if I do go in this way, in this way. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising on Venus, from now until the end of June. Because it's like I've got a family and I want to move my family or take my children with me, but I literally want to move in this direction. But at the moment, it just seems like optimism is like powerful enough. Oh no! It's kind of like I know that I really want to go, but am I really optimistic that it's going to work if I do go? I know that I feel that I have this pull to go towards this way because I'm actually looking in this direction. This way. I'm actually looking in this direction and know that I am pulled spiritually towards this, and I know that I should. But what I really want is someone to support me for a change, is what I heard. When will I find that person that can actually support me in what it is that I want to do, where I can do things independently and do it for myself, work for myself, meaning that 10, I work for somebody and it's extremely burdensome for some, but going back to a 1, meaning that I want independence, where I would love to work on this same kind of thing, but for myself, to find optimism in it. But first, I also need to understand things about, will it work out for my children, and the best bet for my children. It's kind of like, what's the best bet? Who's the best kind of person for me and my children, for some of you? Sorry, but still some kind of like messages coming through. Because it's kind of like the communication is ceased. Like, because it's more self. Like, it's more, this is about me and nobody else. This card here. It's about my children, but I'm picking it up more of a feel of, it's more about me than anybody else. Because I'm understanding a lesson that I am actually the most important person that holds me and my family up. So I'm the one that makes the decision. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I can't feel love here at the moment. Okay, 2 cards that I see. I will take them. Okay, so a project, 100%. Something that you are having to go to college for or to study. Can be on the internet or higher education. Also, someone that's very that uses more logic over anything else. It can mean somebody that's very stern in their approach. And I'm sorry, but you do have player energy coming out. Now, if this is you and your partner, this is just someone that you want to go and see and have sex with, pretty much. Okay. Now, if this is an underlining new, I'm not picking up this as a new. If it's new soulmate energy, this kind of energy can be felt on a metaphysical level of sex and passion, and that you can feel that because it runs between your fingers. You know, I feel it in my fingers, I feel it in my toes. Love is all around me, but so the feeling grows. Someone's a grower and a shower. But how long do they stay? Because it still is like, well, how long do I stay? Independently, how long do I stay in this situation? Because I'm more passionate about this direction that I want to go, other than what I am in staying in this direction. In this direction where I am already, people are very stern, where they don't seem to move. They seem very stoic, very controlling for some people. And that's why it's a heavy burden. Because society is literally teaching me that where I literally am in life, it's a struggle. So, like, society is a struggle. So it depends on where you're from. You've got optimism, but you've also got a lot of masculine energy around you. Now, this King of Swords is someone that is very intellectual and wise and knows how to make the right decision for literally themselves and for nobody else. They do. They're an action taker, but they're also a thinker. They think up ideas of, well, what is the best idea? You know, I've seen and been to so many places in my life that now I know which is the best direction to take, but when I come up with that idea of what to do. I do not want player energy in my field anymore, for some. Well, unless some people do. If you do, this is somebody that you want to go and see. Like, I'm just fucking so sick of where I am. I literally just want to go abroad, and I literally just want to have a good time and meet someone to have a one-night stand with, or just someone that I can have a general fling with. Right? Could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, fire sign energy too. But you've kind of got all elements apart from really water at the moment. I am extremely very passionate about this person, but I am very passionate about what it is that I believe in. And that my spiritual belief is literally my spiritual belief. And no fucker is going to tell me any different. I'm sorry, Sag. This energy is more you. And I'm picking up this energy as more of someone else. It depends what's in your sun, moon or rising. To me, this would be more of an Aquarius moon sign. Okay? That's to some. But Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because you've got feminine energy and masculine energy. Now, if you take your meat suit out and you just relate it to that this is in your chart somewhere, it probably means that you have placements that have taught you so much about structure that what keeps you stuck is yourself. And that you're asking the question about optimism and also pessimism of like, do I literally want a commitment with somebody, or am I like, or is my partner non-committal? I actually like feeling this energy, and I like feeling passionate about the people that I'm passionate about, and I like that underlining feeling of warmth that we get through soulmate energy when connected in the right way. But there has to be an equality of give and take, because what you have is someone that can be very stern with that energy of like, well, all I will do is take that and absorb it for myself, and you come to me, laddie. You know, for some people it's like, no, you come to me. Well, no, you come to me. Well, on one hand, I've got work to do. Really? Well, I've got children. Oh, really? Oh, do you? So what we're going to do then? Just stand at a crossroads all the time? I feel this connection with you, but at the moment I just feel completely stuck in the middle with you. Maybe because of, for some people, that it's to do with children, and you're eyeing up which party or person is going to treat you the way that you want to be treated, that's going to have more stability and security for you and your children. But the project I'm working on, I'm picking up, is something that you already know and maybe do, but something that's new but created within the same field for some people, like the same ballpark. The same ballpark, meaning I've done this for a very long time and I want to continue to do it, but I want more diversity and optimism to put it into that same project to keep it going, because I know that I can do it and I'm extremely intelligent enough to do it. But clients, possible clients that I have, or people that I work with, they just message me like sexual remarks or derogative remarks via the internet or texting or sexting for love life. For work related projects, this is a good energy to have if this King of Swords is in the right manner, because it's more, I'm in my manner, meaning my domain. This is my domain. You're in my domain now, laddie. Kind of feel you're in my domain now, and I will not take any bullshit from anybody anymore. If anybody fucks with me in this way, then I'm done. For some. Sorry, sounds a bit like a pun. so does that, Sag, right? Sorry. I have two different paths and directions that I can take. One is the best approach for me and my kids, and the other approach is somebody that could be more of a player, infuriated person, where I'm not quite sure yet. Some of you, it could be someone that you already have children with and you just missing them and you want to go and travel, see them, but you're still really unsure, and it's because you have children with them is the reason why this karmic situation may seem to still be going on, because you have children in maybe for some people like single parent, but you've got like where the kids kind of go, they have to travel. It don't have to be abroad, it can for some, but I mean like they just have to get in a car and go and see their mum or their dad. For some people that could be an Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, or an earth sign. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. So if you want to watch the rest of this reading, it will be on Patreon and it will also be over on Vimeo in the bi-weeklies. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on with the rest of this reading, clarify it, and then I'm probably going to do something, but it's not if you are single. I might do that at some point, but it will be if you have somebody new. Okay, if you have somebody new. But we'll see when we get on the other side, because it depends on how this reading, how I pick up this energy and where it's most prominent for you. Because I'm really not picking up on whether it's someone new, really. It depends what happens. But we will definitely go on with the reading, ask some questions, clarify everything, and see what this is about and what the outcome is going to be. Okay? Yeah, but we'll do that. So it will be over on Vimeo, and it will also be over on Patreon. If you're on Patreon, for all my subscribers over on Patreon, you obviously get to watch everything for as long as you like, which is all the monthlies, all the bi-weeklies, all the readings I've done, and then also everything that's going to be coming up very soon. That will be done for next month also, and that will be the monthlies, and then we'll carry on as normal. Okay, guys, thank you very much for your support. I really do appreciate it, and let's see how this progresses on. Okay? All right, guys, thank you.